Welcome to SEO Conspiracy.com. Let's be in control of the SEO strategy. What if you just have a mechanical process to go from one and stay there? First on Google, and moreover, first around the topic, around the keywords, be relevant, be the authority, be the number one overall. Let's get into it. Because today, there's a big misunderstanding about, is SEO more complicated? No. We know the end game. We know how does Google work. We know what does Google want. It's just a matter of you need to adjust if you target mountain bike or buy mountain bike, it's not the same than a so-called long tail keyword buy mountain bike handlebar in carbon color black. That's it. Okay, it's just a matter of putting the right means in front of the goals. But the way we proceed to prove to the algorithms why do we deserve to be number one, it's well known. Honestly, I think people overcomplicate everything. And this is a visualization of internal linking of a website. I'll show you on the screen in a couple of minutes what's going on behind this. But the interesting part is the mindset, the concept that I'm going to explain to you is the same on the page, around the page inside the website, and around the page outside the website. Same exact thing. So just using common sense. If you want to stay in control, be organized, elegance and simplicity, who is in relation to what and why, less is more. Do you prefer this? Do you prefer this? Or do you prefer this? Okay? It's about relationships. Is it clear over here who is in relation to what and why and how and when? Or here? Or do you think this? Because this is what I do. Everything has a purpose. Each page, each word, each topic. Who is in relation to what and why? So now, in this world of focus, in this world of SEO insanity, where you read one thing or the other, where SEO myths are more alive than ever, on this podcast, it's been our mission to debunk SEO myth, but it didn't work. They're still very much alive. So I keep on grinding. I keep on pushing to tell the truth, my truth, because that's very important. What about what I'm about to tell you is the best SEO strategy, period. Now, in this world of SEO, what's amazing is, well, you can have several best out there. And it's up to you to decide. Do you want a complete A to Z, full-on SEO strategy that has the track record, that proof is on the screen, okay? It's just about, okay, thousands and thousands of websites, of first position, of the entire country of France that has embarked into the topical mesh journey. If you go, I'll show the video right now on this channel. When in 2020 I explained the topical mesh. If you want a more like in-depth explanation, and of course you are welcome to get on the, let me show you, on the topical mesh website, and you will have the full course, because this is advanced SEO. So yeah, let me go back 1 second. What you have to do, prerequisites, SEO 101. I won't talk about SEO 101. If you don't know anything about SEO, this is not for you. But if you know how to produce a technically sound website, if you know how to use Screaming Frog and solve 80% of the problems that Screaming Frog will tell you, it's pretty much it, okay? This is a pro tip, how to hire SEO. Do you know how to use Screaming Frog? Then break it down to the most basic SEO strategy. What is it? Keyword in title tag and links. Period. I started in 2004. We didn't care about content. Content has very limited power. What will bring you to position X, from position X to position 1, are links. You can believe whatever you want. Everything is about links on the web. Everything is about relationships. Of the web. Now, we got 3 kinds of links. We got internal links, and the topical mesh is well known for being the most advanced internal linking strategy. We'll see that in a couple of seconds. Then you have backlinks. And again, same concept. That's a big misunderstanding. But topical mesh belongs to the field of semantic SEO. It's not the strategy of topical authority, and it's most definitely not the strategy of rebranding something that exists differently. But what's happening around the URL, the page, outside the website, same algorithms need to be applied. Sorry for my broken English. Keep it simple. Let's make SEO simple again. It's hard. There's work. I won't sell you press the button type of magic solution with AI. We'll see. Let's get on it. I'm using AI. Of course I'm using AI. Why wouldn't I use AI? But let's see first why. I hope it's going to work. Why is the topical mesh the most advanced and powerful SEO strategy? Let's see what this guy has to say about my SEO strategy. It builds topical authority. Again, this is not against topical authority. Yes, this is a very good idea. It's just not the end game. It's just part of the solution. Intent. Okay? SEOs are all about, you got to figure out the intent. Match the content with the intent. Internal linking structure. It's a hidden treasure. Again, This is it. I'll show you on the tool that makes those things how it works. Be relevant. Why do you deserve to be number one? Why do you deserve to be an authority around the topic? It's the only question that matters. Robots that don't understand what they read. They're not humans. Since I launched the topic of mesh in 2012, every single Google core update has been reinforcing my vision, reinforcing the fact that I'm doing something right. So I'm not afraid of Google core updates. I love them. Every single time Google is saying, yeah, you're in the right direction. It does. Less is more. We're all about elegance and simplicity, and let's put it this way. After over 2 decades of living happily without buying one single ad, today I'm buying ads, but not for selling, for branding. I come from branding. I come over 2 decades of experience in SEO, and previously 1 decade of experience in branding, marketing, branding. How do you come to me inbound? Okay. And I think that using ads for branding is very undervalued. Now, ChatGPT, or even, let's see the French version, okay? It's called Cocon Sémantique. How many results are there? And if I look at what they say, it's internal linking. All of them. They just stopped. This is the French. The Cocon Sémantique comes from France. I just want to check something. No. It was just, let's see, let's make an experiment. Sorry, I'm experimenting with something here. No, okay, it's just the top. See, smell of the syrup. You have to understand what does Google want, and yes, I am the inventor of the strategy. But what I'm seeing here is that before we had a menu here, and my name was showing. So I was telling people, hey, you can train Google to understand that you are the most relevant for the query. So I guess this is coming and going, but okay, I digress. Let me go back to what we are talking about. And oops. Even top Google, ChatGPT, all of them, they talk about so there is not a lot of content yet on the topic of mesh, but anybody who talks about the topic of mesh or the Cocon Sémantique in French, it translates by semantic cocoon, but that's not the right translation. There's a lot more content about semantic cocoon. So check it out. But they all stop with internal linking. That's not it. The same principles applied on page and around the page outside the website. That's very, very important. I don't care what they all say, ChatGPT included. It's my strategy. So maybe I know better than them. Okay? So now, let's start with on-page SEO. And my game of the mystery word, which is pretty much the only thing you need to know. How do you help me define CBD without saying CBD? Help me. This is the game. If you understand the game of the mystery word, you understand the topic Ramesh. So, hemp, cannabis, THC, endocannabinoid system, cannabinoid, non-psychoactive, wellness, relaxation, anti-inflammatory, relief, sleep aid, neuroprotective, antioxidant. The search for balance and well-being often leads us to explore natural alternatives. Imagine a plant-derived compound with a remarkable potential to promote relaxation, ease discomfort, and support restful nights. This substance has captured the attention of wellness enthusiasts and researchers alike for its ability to interact with the body's intricate systems in a harmonious way. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I want to make it shorter. Even if I say the mystery word represents a plant-based marvel, often associated with terms like hemp or wellness. How does Wikipedia play the game of the mystery word? The mystery word is a phytocannabinoid, one of 113 identified cannabinoids in cannabis plants, along with tetrahydrocannabinolene, THC, and accounts for up to 40% of the plant's extract. Medically, it is an anticonvulsant used to treat multiple forms of epilepsy. Clinical research on the mystery word include studies related to the treatment of anxiety, addiction, psychosis, movement disorders, and pain. But, okay, mystery word is sold as an herbal dietary supplement and promoted with yet unproven claims or particular therapeutic effects. Are you starting to get it? This game of the mystery word? Because this whole thing about relationships, this whole thing about who is in relation to what, must happen on the page, especially at the beginning of the content. You can play SEO 101 optimization with not the whole page. Do it at the beginning. Let's say the first 500 words is good enough to express what are you relevant about, to prove to algorithms that you are an authority around the topic. Don't over-optimize the entire content, just the beginning. So who is in relation to what? It's not about the keyword, it's about what's around the keyword. Okay, that's happening on the page. Now, around the page, you need to build clusters. So now, topical mesh is building clusters on silos. In my opinion, the most powerful way to organize content are in silos. Structure like a family tree. But more important than silos, it's clusters. So you have, for example, cluster 1, understanding CBD, cluster 2, CBD for health and wellness, cluster 3, CBD products, 4, science and research, 5, CBD and lifestyle. And, for example, inside understanding CBD, you have what is CBD, the difference between CBD and THC, full spectrum CBD versus isolate, how does CBD work in the body, and so on. Okay? Now, let's try something fun. Let's see if this is going to work. I'm asking for those of you listening on the audio podcast, I'm asking ChatGPT to build a mind map visualization of the clusters. It's unscripted, working live without a net. If you prefer SEOs who will make a PowerPoint before being able to manipulate AI without practice, just straight up, first time, here you go, beautiful, love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, it did. All I did was first I asked to. It's a special GPT. It's called Inspiration Cocon COCON V2. It was made by the two best AI scientists with SEO mindset in France. And it was a gift free. So, Inspiration Cocon V2. And I just found out that you can also visualize the result. Amazing. But strangely, what's happening here looks like what I showed with the visualization of internal linking. Do you want order? Do you know exactly who is in relation to what? Or is it a mess? So let's check it out. Do you want a website with order, or do you want, or you are not in control? You don't know who is in relation to what. Is it a big mess? All the pages are linked together and produce an insane, and actually the tool I'm using, cocon.se, COCON.se, helps you to visualize the interpretation of internal linking. What you see here, I'm going to describe to you if you listen to the audio, is it really looks like a mind map. So it could be well done with order, how page rank is transferred, how the semantic proximity, semantic shift are calculated. But then you have the real internal linking that is applied on top. And it's horrible. It actually breaks the tool. You can't, tool is broken. So it's terrible. E-commerce structure with mega menu. just links all over the place. Makes no sense. It's just a disaster. There's no order. Or you use my strategy, and what's happening is you don't see any between the interpretation of internal linking and the internal linking. Is the same. If I show the real internal linking or the interpretation of the internal linking with the algorithms, same deal. So the key is, it's not hard again. Sorry, it's not complicated. It's just it's work. You need to understand that mindset of who is in relation to what. On the page, around the page, inside the website, at the website. And yes, you need to figure out that a search engine like Google doesn't understand what it reads. Our duty as SEO is to make it simple. Accessibility for a search engine. And if you make it easy for a search engine on the page, around the page inside the website, and around the page outside the website with the same exact principles taught by the topical mesh, you win. Period. There's no other maybe, could be. There's no just I'm throwing out in the index pages without really knowing who is it. You must be a general heading the army to war. Who is doing what? What are your snipers doing? What are your tanks? What are the planes? What are the drones doing? I don't think the guys on the ground are gonna help out the planes. It's the other way around, right? The planes, I don't know. I'm not no military expert, but it's just common sense. So let's make SEO simple again. And the only thing I can provide is, with all the free resources that I have been sending out there. If you speak French, you will have a lot of literature around my strategy. But in English, I'm very proud of what I've done since 2012. Sorry, I'm very proud of what I've done in French since 2012. And now I'm starting over in English. And advanced SEO it is. Yes, keyword research. Beyond the keyword research, there is audience analysis. Beyond the keyword, there is intent. Beyond the keyword volume, there is relevancy. Beyond keyword research, there is audience analysis. And beyond keyword volume, there is intent. Is it qualified? Is it the right keyword? Branding is really part also of the process. And over 3 decades in experience in branding applied to SEO will teach you who you're talking to and how to craft your brand to express a difference, to stand out. On-page SEO, again, content has a very limited power in SEO. It's all about links. And I forgot to tell you the third link earlier. Okay, you have internal links, You have backlink, and you have the link provided by the user, the vote of trust that a human. It's a huge signal today. In my opinion, you can catch the top 20, top 10 with the basic SEO strategy. If you want to battle in the top 3 for highly competitive keyword without the vote of trust by humans, no way. You can't, no, won't work. So we have, on page, we have to go beyond spitting out tasteless, uninteresting Google text and get into providing value for real, for humans. Let's stop the insanity of producing this huge, but I mean, 2,000 word, 10,000 word pages with no relevancy whatsoever for humans. It just, it's not smart, okay? I'm not saying some topics don't deserve 2,000 or 10,000 words, but if you're not able to prove you are relevant in a few hundred words, it's not going to work. So on page SEO, most of the people today are over-optimized and are doing it wrong because they are not going beyond the intent, going beyond the CTR, dwell time, retention, having the right engagement. Search wins because of intent, because when people search, they are more open to engagement. But of course, in my opinion, the game of retention that is played on YouTube should be also applied to text, copywriting, storytelling, and even beyond all that needs to be applied to SEO. Understanding Google algorithms, it's a little bit like a car. You don't need to understand how the engine works if you just take your car to work or grocery shopping. But if you are racing Formula One, in my opinion, any Formula One driver knows how the engine works without a engineering diploma. Exploring the topic, like I said, the game of the mystery word, focusing on the keyword, no, everything around the keyword. Then internal linking done right is the most undervalued SEO strategy. And topical clustering or any siloing, semantic, whatever strategy, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just no way that they are going as deep as I am with the topical mesh. It's impossible. Why? Because I've been doing it the longest and not alone. There's the topical mesh family in France, and then wow, we've been nerding out the strategy since 2012. So imagine how far we've come from. And implementing is about, if the only thing is, okay, topical mesh is how to win a Formula One Grand Prix. Now, you can apply 30% of it if you are in local SEO or specific niches. Yeah, no need to go to take a Formula One to a go-kart race. Earlier, I told you my SEO strategy is future-proof. Google is telling me. Previous videos, I showed the proof of Google saying explicitly that my principle of the mystery word. If you look at passages indexing, it's exactly the game of the mystery word. This is a screenshot. I'm showing a screenshot of well, it's some SEO, but the screenshot I'm showing. If you search for passage indexing Google, you will see, and you go on Google Images, you will see a before and after about how can I determine if my house windows are UV glass. And on the left, you have old school, and on the right, you have, well, when glass, window, reflection. This is the game of the mystery word. How do you tell me UV glass without saying UV glass? And if we go even further with the topical mesh, why the topical mesh is a real thing? Well, the former boss of Google Search is telling me, we've applied neural nets to understand subtopics around an interest, okay, which helps deliver a greater diversity of content when you search for something broad. As an example, if you search for home exercise equipment, we can now understand relevant subtopics such as budget equipment, premium picks, or small space ideas, and show a wider range of content for you on the search result page. Subtopics, silos, clusters, mesh. Okay, starting to get it? Then, now, the SEO pillar text on HTML pages, in my opinion, it needs to move on to multimedia, text, video, images, augmented reality, virtual reality. Yes, the future is now. Search is multimedia, not text. We still need to do text very well, but not doing images well, not doing video well is wrong today. Search is multimedia, and search is everywhere. So around the website, you have an entire ecosystem, and my typical sentence is, today, you need to be at the right place, at the right time, in front of the right person, with the right message, in the right format, and this, you need to do it always, forever. And it's not more complicated. With the technology we have today, no excuses to not be able to distribute multimedia content all over the internet. If your target opens the internet and searches about your topics, you need to be there, wherever it is, whichever content format it is. And backlinks, same principles. Around the entire ecosystem, social media, backlinks, humans, everything needs to be on point with who is in relation to what and why. So now, when you apply the best SEO strategy, it's just a mechanical process that will drive you from position X to position 1, and then you also need the right strategy to remain number 1. That's the future-proofing part of the topical mesh. But please, stop believing that SEO is some magic potion cooked under the full moon by SEO dreads. It's a mechanical process, 100%. It doesn't have to be hard. SEO does not have to be... rewind. SEO does not have to be complicated. SEO became harder and harder since I started in 2004. But you need clarity in your strategy, okay? Clarity. That's what it's all about. You might have a little bit of frustration, you might have a little bit of adjusting to do, but it needs to be clear. Whichever SEO strategy you apply, mine or any other, if it's not clear, if it's not a clear process, and you can't imagine the outcome, and if you can't, so first of all, define the goals, and second of all, put the right means in front of the goal, and then work. Period. That's it. Let's forget the SEO poets on X who little bits here and there. A to Z. Let's make SEO simple again. Thank you. I wish you well. SEO Conspiracy out.